Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figure review, and today we have in front of us Deathstroke. You know, if I'm right, this one was before Deadpool. I don't know how many years, but you can check that in the internet. Here we have again that illustration, as you know, all the DC Multiverse, and this is Deathstroke from DC Rebirth. So I don't know how many iterations of this character are out there or have been there. I think I damaged my card a little bit, but you can pause it now and read the little bio on the card. So I learned a bit myself about the character, and it's super obvious. He's Colonel Slade Wilson. It's super obvious. I mean, Deadpool being Wade Wilson, you know, yeah. It was... There was no shame when they decided to create Deadpool, I guess. First of all, let me tell you, this gun is from McFarlane Toys AIM from Fortnite. This fits nicely. There's some other McFarlane figures I have, I mean from the Fortnite line, that have similar guns. I think Inferno and some others I haven't opened yet. I will open someday maybe. At least I'm glad that I could give him at least one Magnum gun, you know. But he doesn't come with it. He just comes... Let's actually go to the accessories bit. He comes with, of course, first of all, he comes with the very simple stand. Nothing out of this world, but they come with a stand, you know. Super easy, super cheap, I guess. But adding it makes a difference, because sometimes this figure are, I mean, I normally have no problems making my figures stand, even if they're the more difficult ones. Let me focus, sorry. But I appreciate that they add something. You can decide if you use them or not. We have this little, well, this sword. I don't really like the design of the hilt. I don't know if this is a weapon that he has had forever, or, I mean, I would say I thought, or I remember him being with katanas or something, but he has this... yeah, like medieval kind of sword. Even in the illustration on the card and on the back of the box, he doesn't come with this specific sword. If you know about this specific one, if it's like a specific kind of legendary sword or whatever, please let me know in the comment section below, because I just ignore everything about this. But I mean, it's cool to have this sword for him. I don't really like the... You know, this looks a bit like a harlequin hat, or, you know, the way of the hilt is made is a bit... I mean, I understand that way it does protect the hand, maybe, but yeah, it's a weird guard here anyway. He also comes with this knife that can go inside of this sheet on his leg, but it's a super tight fit, not on the hand, I mean also in the hand now. It's been there the whole night and it's cold, so everything got a bit stiff, but we can take it off. The blade in gunmetal gray, and the hilt or the handle is just black. I think it's cast in black plastic with just gunmetal paint for the blade. And the figure itself is super simple. I mean, it's a black body or black suit with orange accents, gunmetal gray here for the mid part of the belt, his utility belt, and he has this, like, I don't know, it like grayish white kind of thing, like bone color. I don't know what exact color that would be, but this is a different accent. Otherwise it's just black, orange, that one color here. And for the eye, in my figure, the eye is not super... I mean, it could have another layer of... I think it was supposed to be white, or I don't know if they're trying to make it look like his bare eye there. But yeah, it could have had more paint because it's very pale. But still, I mean, you do get... I mean, putting here a bit more far away, you still get to see the eye there. But I mean, this figure, as simple as it is, I like the sculpt. I like just the character design. It looks awesome from here, and it's just we could say 3.5 colors. I mean, this just like 2.5 colors and this little bit of gunmetal gray. But you know, everything like ninja-like, or like I don't know, ninja commando kind of thing. It's always, I think, everybody likes this kind of character designs, you know. And yeah, he's half. You know, his kind of Two-Face pattern there. I mean the half orange, half black helmet. And if you're watching, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. That helps the channel a lot. Please do so if you're not yet subscribed. Now let's check. I mean, you can see he has a lot of texture there, even in the just black cast plastic, and that of course is part of the appeal of the figure, that it's not just plain plastic, it has texture. So maybe, I don't know how we could make this stand out. I mean, maybe you can have a copy like this, maybe you can get a second one. I'm thinking myself if I should get a second one or just give this one a wash or something. I mean, I don't know what kind of thing I could do to make this texture in the black plastic stand out. Please, if you know about something I could do to make this figure a bit less plain. I mean, I can have it like this, but I think also we could make this a bit more like to give him some weathering or something, like some washes and stuff, you know. If you have this figure and have done some weathering or something, please, I don't know if you can add pictures in the comment section below, or on my Instagram, Galactic Man Larry, you can contact me there and send me something if you want. I personally do like the proportions in this one. I'm not an expert, but I think he looks good. I won't say like, oh, it's the best figure ever. I don't know, but since I got this yesterday, I decided to open it before reviewing it, which I don't normally do, but with this guy I couldn't wait. I was like, come, let's take this guy out of the box, and I'm really glad I did, and I have been enjoying the figure since yesterday. It became like an instant favorite, and you can see the figure is nothing out of this world, but I think it's well built, and just the character design is so cool. Articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint or a dumbbell joint to the neck. He can look up that far, which is actually quite good. You can also see the head is made of two separate parts glued together. I hope that stands the pass of time and me playing with it. I mean, playing, you know, handling it. It has a very nice tilt to the sides. He can look down quite good. I mean the neck itself is not straight upwards, so that helps a bit. So you can maneuver with the head, and he can, I mean, the head has the moves, you know, and can of course turn all the way around, but who would do that anyway? He has, I mean, the arms are like in a ball peg to the torso, and he has this like floating piece, like he has like butterfly function, so you can, yeah, you definitely can move the arm around properly, the shoulders, I mean. He can lift up to slightly over the T-pose. He can do T-pose plus, like I used to say, and if you add the floaty function here, you can even do a bit more. Can of course turn all the way around. He has a bicep cut in both sides. This one was frozen on mine, so I had to play around with hot and cold water. Some paint is rubbing off from the inside of that joint, so I'm getting some paint chipping, which is not the nicest, but as long as it's only on the inside, it's no huge problem. As long as nothing from the actual arm chips off, I have no real issue with that. But yeah, the inside is just chipping off. You have double jointed elbows that can bend all the way. Always welcome. I mean, you can even decide how you will make it. I mean, you have more movement that you can actually use, because I mean the plastic, but I mean the joint even would have more range before things get in the way of themselves. Yes. You do have it here on the obvious hand articulation, up and down, and you can move it around, you can adjust it however you like. That's a trigger finger hand, of course, so that would be good to have it like vertical. And this one is like a grabbing hand but no trigger finger. You could maybe, you know, like cut that finger loose, and yeah, you could have it, but yeah, that's more like for the knife or the sword, I would say. And same thing, like a ball hinge thing, the McFarlane style, that you can set it the way you like. He has a diaphragm joint, a dumbbell there, and moves all the way around. He can lean to the side that far, to the other side. He can lean forward that far. you can also combine it with the waist. So I don't know if I'm using the max now, but yeah, he has some leaning forward, some more, as usual, leaning backwards is a bit more I don't know, possible, you know. You can turn him there at the diaphragm or at the waist, so you will be able to make poses with this guy. I like that. He has that much splits. Of course, the like his crotch is like one of these diaper thingies from McFarlane, but it's not the worst one. Of course, it still has a bit more plastic that you would prefer, let's say, but it's not the largest diaper ever. I mean, only in this part above the belt is where it gets a bit like, it has this shape there, but they give you the lines from the suit so you can align everything, and it looks good from afar. It doesn't look, it's not, I mean, it definitely is one of the better diapers, if we can say it like that. You have that much split, so almost all the way around, and I think the only thing stopping it from doing the full splits is like the diaper and the belt, you know. You have no thigh cut, like you cannot see it, but the movement is on the inside of the leg, and I think I get enough there. I had to hit it to activate that because it was, again, frozen. This one's giving a bit less, but you know, I think you will get enough adjustment out of that. I mean, you don't need to turn all the leg, you know, but there's some adjustment possibilities there. You have double jointed knees that can bend that far. I'm fine with that. It could be more, definitely, but yeah. My leg in this figure, this leg, you know, the mold, you can see there's like it came like that. It's not that I broken it. It was, they took it out of the mold, and it was, you know, it wasn't all together there. This knife sheet here, and it's a bit like very tight for the knife. So I push it so far. I could push it more, but I don't want to I don't want to snap the knife, and I will have it more like in the hand, at least for now. Maybe one day, because it's a super tight fit there on the sheath. You have I think this is the more recent articulation for the McFarlane figures, like where it's not this ugly ball. It looks much more better. You can turn the leg all the way around. Just be careful that it's not frozen and you snap something. You have a hinge going up that far, forward that far, and backwards that far. You have some sort of ankle pivot. You have an ankle pivot. It's a bit like almost horizontal, but it has a bit of an angle. It's not the best they could have done, but it will help a bit. And you have, of course, like, well, not of course, you have some toe hinge here for dynamic poses and kicking and all of that. And there we have our DC Multiverse Deathstroke next to two larger Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures like Venompool and the Crimson Dynamo. Next to the Titus Build-A-Figure and Death's Head 2, looking great. Next to some female characters, the Super 7 Chitara, the Woke Hulk. We have here, I don't know which, DC Bombshells Harley Quinn. I just like the figure. I forget what specific line she's from. And the DC Essentials, the Cheetah. Next to the Super 7 Ultimates Metalhead and the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Leonardo. Next to the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure from Marvel Legends, before I forget. And next to the other McFarlane figures I've opened so far, I think these are all I have so far. The Azrael Batman, amazing figure, this amazing Lord Covenant Mortal Kombat Spawn, and this Flash Batman iteration, I don't even remember the name, but I just like how it looks. So that's it for this review. Please leave a like, share and subscribe if this video was helpful for you to decide if you want to get this figure. I think if you're thinking about getting it, if you find it at retail or lower, of course, get it. It's I think it's one of the, I mean, I don't have a lot of DC Multiverse or such. I just pick the ones I really like, and this is one of them, and maybe it's the one I'm enjoying the most so far because of the posability. I mean, this also, but these two are amazing as well, but this guy having less cape and all of that. You can really just play around with it without having to customize or change things. You know, it's just out of the box. It's a fun figure, and it's everything you need. I mean, you need to give him some guns, of course, but yeah, a very fun and poseable figure, in my opinion, at least. For the price point, I really like it. Yeah, I can only recommend it. So please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.